Hello everyone. Bitcoin is currently trading at 87,140 US dollar. We will look into possible scenarios for Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you find my content valuable, I would really appreciate a like for my work and consider subscribing if you want daily updates. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. I have a separate video analyzing several altcoins which you see on your right side on my channel if you are interested in that kind of analysis. Let's get to Bitcoin. First of all, I want to say I have two different scenarios, one bullish and one is bearish. Most people on YouTube try to save themselves by saying, okay, I have a bullish scenario, and if it's not going to happen, then I have as security my bearish scenario, so I am always right. What I'm going to tell you is, yes, I also have two scenarios, but it's a game of if, then, and now I will show you why. What I see is currently on the bigger time frame of 1 hour. Let's take the whole chart pattern here. It looks like a rising wedge to me. A rising wedge is a bearish pattern. If it breaks to the downside, which Bitcoin tried here, but we didn't get a candle close lower than the rising wedge, so it's not a break to the downside. But if we get a candle close lower than 86,400 US dollar, then we would have the first sign of a breakout, means a candle close lower than 86,600 US dollar. If we then get up, but get then a follow through candle, then I would be bearish for Bitcoin. The common pattern, the common target of the rising wedge pattern would be in this case $78,930. But I don't take the typical targets of the chart patterns. Yeah, it's nice for an orientation. I also use resistance and support. In this case, we have a resistance, a stronger one, right here at 79,953 US dollar. I doubt that we will break that to the downside, but still we have to see how impulsive the bearish trend is going to be. I don't want to promise that we are just going to form a higher low in that area and from here then going for new all-time highs. I'm not going to promise you that. We have to see how the chart is going to develop in the next days and weeks. So my bullish scenario at the moment is that I see a possible double bottom pattern, but to get the breakout, we need to wait for a candle close over than 87,800 US dollar. If we get a candle close over it, then we actually get the common target of the double bottom pattern would be the $89,640. But also, it can just be a big bull flag right here. I just copied that trend line, and if I put it here, for example, it looks like a bull flag as well. So if we break the double bottom pattern to the upside and we get a push, then I would say the 88,700 US dollars is going to be very interesting because it's from a longer trend where we have one touch point, second, third touch point, fourth touch point, and if we break that to the upside, that would be very positive for Bitcoin. And if that happens, then I think we are actually going to hit the area between $92,000 to $94,000. Why that? We have to go into the 4 hours chart. If you look close into the area between $92,000 to $94,000, I will make it, let's say, green for you. Here we go. That green area. Whenever we got into that area, we got sold off. We got a push here. We wicked into it, got a fast pump. Here, several times the same. We got into that area and always we got a pump. And now from the other side, we came up, sold off. We wicked shortly into it, we sold off. So in the end of the day, I would actually look for that area. I think it's going to be resistance. a stronger one, and we also have the bull market support band, which is currently a bull market resistance band. So I wouldn't wonder, and that's long term, and that's just in speculation of me. It might be possible, okay, we break the rising wedge to the downside, form a low, push to the upside into that resistance area, and from here sell off, because we have said and we have tracked in the past that this could just be a double top pattern, which already broke to the downside. And the common target would be this 69,000 US dollar. And as you can see on your left, we have a liquidity, a fair value gap here, a fair value gap here. And I think that one got closed. Yeah, that one got closed. What about this one? Yeah, that's also got closed. Never mind. But we still have a liquidity gap below us, and most likely that will get filled, if not today, in this week, then in the next bear market. But still keep that in mind. If we break the $94,000 to the upside sustainable, then I would be bullish, very bullish for Bitcoin, and then I think we are close to a new all-time high, or we might get into the area of the all-time highs. So we have talked a lot about Bitcoin. I can take this one out. Let's get to Ethereum. So what I saw for Ethereum is a possible falling wedge pattern which broke to the upside. A falling wedge pattern is a bullish pattern, and the common target would be 2,580 US dollar, but we see that we have a lot of resistance over us. But what I see at the moment is, since the breakout, we are just in a panel which can be a bear flag as well. If we go into the 15 minutes chart, then we can actually see I've tracked it a few hours back. This was here a rising wedge, broke to the downside, and a double top pattern which broke to the downside, and here we go, we got the low. So I can take the targets out. And yeah, the trend lines I'm going to do wide soon because we have hit the targets. I would actually look for the 1,990 US dollar. If that breaks sustainable to the downside, and sustainable for me means in this case a 4-hour candle. If we get a 4-hour candle close lower than $1,990 and a follow through, then I actually think it might be even possible that Ethereum is going probably a step lower into the area round about 1.5k. Yeah, it's possible, but if we want to be bullish for Ethereum, then I actually want to see this panel breaking to the upside. Yeah, this panel, bear flag, if that breaks to the upside, then I actually think Ethereum is going to be very bullish, because if a bearish pattern is getting invalidated, then the bullish trend reverse is going to be very strong. The first sign would be once we break the $2,056 to the upside, but then we are still having a resistance area over us between $2,075 to $2,080. As you can see, here we got support, here we got support, and here we got over several hours resistance. And we couldn't break it to the upside. But if we do, then I think we can hit the $2,130, which I think is very important. But I think we have to go into the 4 hours chart to see it. Yeah, even 8 hours. No, daily? Yeah, it's the daily. So in the past, we can see that this white trend line here was resistance, resistance, here also resistance, here support. So basically here support. I think it's going to be very interesting once we break that to the upside. If we do, then I actually expect Wait a minute. I need to zoom in. So the bullish scenario, if we get, for example, something like this, and we break this white trend line to the upside, get maybe a small reaction, but then break that as well to the upside. And then after that, breaking the $2,130 to the upside, then I think we can actually go into the top area of the panel. And if we also break that to the upside, that would be very bullish. So thank you for watching. If I gave you valuable information, I would appreciate if you click the like button, and if you are interested in daily updates, feel free to subscribe me. Have a nice day with huge gains. See you.